Have you ever looked around your space and noticed how many things you own but never really use? Studies show that the average person spends over $1,000 a year on items that just sit there unused. Minimalism is not just about owning nothing, it's about being intentional with what you own. And I'm not living in a white room with only 3 t-shirts. I have what I need, but everything I keep serves a purpose. My approach is simple. I only buy things I know I will use for a long time. And by being more mindful, I've cut back on clutter, saved money, and invested in high-quality items that make my life simpler and stress-free. In this video, I will share 5 tools I've owned that have genuinely simplified my life. So stick around because I will also share practical steps at the end to help you declutter your own life. So let's get started with the first item. As a book lover, Kindle has completely changed how I approach reading. If you're like me and love reading, you probably know how much money and space we spend on books. But here's something I learned recently. Printing a single book uses up resources and adds about 2 kilograms of waste to the environment. By switching to Kindle, I've been able to save both space and avoid adding to that waste while still enjoying all my favorite readings. It also helps me avoid impulse purchases by allowing me to sample books before committing and buying only the ones that I truly want to read. It's not just about saving money, it's about reducing the physical and mental clutter of books piling up. I read at least 10 pages every day, and having a Kindle has made this habit so much easier. Here's how it has helped me. First of all, it's lightweight and compact, so I can carry it anywhere without worrying about space. Second, ebooks are cheaper than physical books and there is no waiting for shipping, so I can start reading instantly. The e-ink screen is easy on the eyes, so I can read for hours without straining them. I can highlight, add comments, and bookmark pages just like with a physical book, but without the hustle. And searching through my notes to find something specific takes seconds, which keeps everything organized and efficient. So switching to Kindle has not just simplified my reading, it has made it more intentional, which is what minimalism is all about. Now, the second tool is a USB dock, and this tool has completely transformed how I approach my workspace. I used to deal with a tangled mess of cables cluttering my desk, making it not only frustrating but also distracting. A cluttered workspace doesn't just look bad, it impacts productivity. Studies show that disorganization can lead to a 20% loss in productivity, which is equivalent to losing an entire day of work each week. With the USB dock, my desk is no longer a chaotic mess. It helps me keep everything in its place, reduces distractions, and allows me to focus better on my task. This dock is not just about function, it's about creating a space that works for me, eliminates the need to juggle between cables or search for the right adapter, saving me both time and mental energy. My desk feels lighter, more organized, and more importantly, intentional. By decluttering my workspace, I've noticed a sharper focus and a more streamlined workflow. 2 things that I value deeply as someone who thrives on efficiency. And just like my workspace needs to stay clutter-free for better focus, my mornings are no different. Starting the day right is crucial, and for me, that means keeping things simple, even when it comes to my caffeine fix. So the next one is not really a tool, it's rather a way of life. Instead of drinking coffee, I drink Yerba Mate. So instead of having to go to a coffee shop or getting a coffee machine at home, I use my little mate cup and fill it up with yerba, the tea, each morning. Now, what I love most is its reusability. I can pour down the same leaves throughout the whole day without losing flavor, so there's no waste and no hassle. And before, I used to go to the coffee shop every afternoon and all sorts of coffee gadgets that took up a lot of space. But now, a mate cup and a bag of tea leaves are all that I need. It's straightforward, easy to clean, and takes up almost no space. And mate is not just a tea. It's got caffeine, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. It gives me the perfect boost to start my day without the fuss of complicated preparations or extra ingredients. If you're looking for something simple yet effective for your mornings, this is definitely worth considering. After Yerba Mate, here's another tool that has become an essential part of my daily life. So here's the next tool, a watch. But before I tell you why it's so valuable, let me share something interesting about it. I really love wearing a watch, but I'm not the collector or brand enthusiast type. For me, it's the story of the watch that gives its value. And I got this watch for my graduation from high school when I was 20 years old. It's a simple but elegant watch that I still get praised for. And having an elegant watch on your wrist is not just about telling time. In a world where everything is digital, digital, where phones and smartwatches demand constant attention, a simple watch is a little escape. It doesn't need charging, it doesn't send notifications, and it definitely doesn't distract me with buzzing or screens. It's reliable, straightforward, and peaceful. Everything I look for as a minimalist. This watch has helped me become more intentional with my time. Whether I'm taking a quick break, grabbing a coffee, or planning my next task, it reminds me to focus on what matters at the moment. It's practical and timeless in design, and unlike digital devices, it brings a sense of calm rather than chaos to my days. Simple tools like this don't just make life easier, they make it more meaningful. So for me, before I leave from home, every time I put this watch on, and it's part of my daily routine. It's something that gives me a sense of comfort and clarity. AirPods have become one of my favorite minimalist tools. I got them earlier this year and I love how compact they are. Whether I'm working, studying, or taking a quick walk, they've made staying focused so much easier. I remember when I had to carry a wired earphone. They always ended up being a total mess in my pocket. And AirPods simply fit anywhere and they are effortless to carry around. The noise cancellation helps me block out distractions and focus entirely on calls or tasks, especially when I'm in a noisy environment. So this tiny device aligns perfectly with the minimalist approach. They simplify my life and help me stay productive without adding any extra bulk or complexity. So those are the 5 minimalist tools that I rely on every day to stay organized and focused. But the bigger question is, how do you apply minimalism to your own life? In the next part of this video, I will share practical steps that can help you declutter, simplify, and live with more purpose. So the first step is to audit your possessions. Take a moment to look around and really ask yourself, why do I own this? Not everything we own serves a purpose in our current life, so it's time to sort things out. And here's a simple way to start. Create 3 categories: essential, meaningful, and unnecessary. For each item, ask these questions. When did I last use this? How does it fit with my current lifestyle? Would losing it actually impact my day-to-day life? Am I keeping this because I need it or just because I feel I should? For example, Steve Jobs famously wore a black turtleneck every single day, and not just for simplicity, but because it freed up mental space for more important decisions. Now think of this audit as your own version of that. It's about creating space, physically and mentally, for the things that truly matter. Now the next step is digital minimalism. We live in a world where screens dominate our lives, but have you ever thought about how much mental clutter they bring? Research shows that screen addiction limits brain growth and steals our joy. And here's how to tackle it. Declutter your devices. Start by deleting apps, files, and anything you haven't used in months. You would be surprised how much is just sitting there unused. Then limit social media. If quitting feels impossible, start small. Delete apps from your phones and only check them on your laptop. This makes it less addictive and frees up your time for more meaningful activities. Organize your digital files. Create folders for work, personal documents, and anything else you need. Store them on a cloud platform like Google Drive so everything is in one place and easy to find. Clean up your inbox. Unsubscribe from emails you never read. A few years ago, I realized I had over 200 subscriptions cluttering my Gmail, and I unsubscribed from most of them, and now my inbox feels so much lighter. And a final game changer, schedule a specific time to check emails instead of constantly refreshing your inbox. For me, 1 focused hour a day has made a huge difference. Choose quality over quantity. Look at your closet. Chances are there's that one jacket that you wear all the time while the rest are just sitting around. Having fewer high-quality items beats owning piles of things that you never use. Yet so many of us fall into the trap of consumerism, constantly buying things because they are on sale or they are in fashion. Here's how I avoid this. Before buying something, I ask myself, do I really need this? Will I use it more than twice? If the answer isn't a confident yes, walk away. This mindset not only saves you money, but also helps you focus on what's truly valuable. And remember, this is not about depriving yourself, it's about choosing items that bring genuine value to your life. So, minimalism has given me more time to focus on what truly matters, less stress by cutting out unnecessary distractions, better focus on my goals, and mental clarity to make more thoughtful decisions. But here's the thing, your minimalist journey will look different from mine. You might need more or maybe even less. The goal is not to follow someone else's path, is to be intentional about what you choose to keep in your life. Start small, let it be just one item, one tool, or one habit at a time. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this too. And if you're new here, hit subscribe for more practical tips on simplifying life and staying organized. So, which step or item are you planning to try first? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.